Hi guys, it's Jen here at Check Her Joy, and this time I'm reviewing The Pearl by John Steinbeck. And this is based on a Mexican folktale, and it takes place in a poor um, Mexican community, maybe California. Not exactly sure, but it's a really small community, and it's basically the natives are poor and subsist off of fishing and finding pearls in the Gulf. And then we have this rich, predominantly European ancestry. These guys are in charge and control the money and are educated, and so we have this class divide. Kino and Juana are the two main characters, a husband and wife, and they have a small baby. They're poor, and when the baby gets stung by a scorpion, they try to take it to the doctor. But the doctor doesn't think they're worth his time. He sends a servant to brush them off and tell him he's too busy because what they're offering to pay him isn't really worth his while. So Kino and Juana are very upset by this. They're very worried about their child. So Kino goes diving to find a pearl. He is praying to find a pearl big enough to be worth something so that the doctor will treat their child. And when he does this, he finds the pearl of the world. This lovely giant pearl down there, and soon everybody knows about this pearl. And everybody starts having their own dreams about what this pearl could mean to them. Kino and his wife are have small aims at first. They want to treat their son. And then this is clearly enough. So they can get married officially now, and they can afford to have their son educated so that he can know what the white people are trying to when they're trying to cheat them, or he can get a better job, and so there's more opportunities available if their son can afford to go to school. But everybody else around them kind of has these visions of fancy clothes and being able to buy. The beggars are really interested in that. They'll get their take. And the priest is oh, I would be more than glad to marry you guys once you catch that pearl in. No worries. Come see me first. And all of a sudden, the doctor has time to cure the kid, even though the kid has kind of gotten better on his own now. The doctor's gonna help. And so we get to see everybody else's views of this pearl, and especially the people who buy the pearls in the community, because there is this pearl fishing is a thing, so they have it set up. So the people who buy the pearls have heard of Kino's pearl, and they kind of make a pact to lowball him. As people hear about this, people become greedy and they want their take of it, and they want as big a take as possible as they can get out of Kino's pearl. And so people come and try to steal it, and so Kino becomes very suspicious of everybody around him, and the pearl kind of just seems to breed evil and bring out everybody's greed. And so we have themes of greed and capitalism and how this is bad. And we have this good versus evil, and that the pearl kind of symbolizes all that's evil in the world. But we also get to see things like the class distinctions in the time, how education plays a big role, the opportunities that would be offered if their son got an education. Race plays a part in this also, because we're dealing with not same ethnicity, dealing with these Native Americans, these Mexicans, versus these European descendants, Spanish, right? Yeah, they're Spanish descendants, and how they interact with each other. And then we also have music playing a big part in this. Kino just hears a natural music coming from things, from other life, from things like birds, but also hearing themes that he hears for the ocean or something and the pearl has its own song that Kino hears. A short read. My edition is 118 pages, so it's not long. And I like John Steinbeck's writing. It's very clear and concise. It uses very accessible language. I like this a lot, obviously. Definitely check out The Pearl by John Steinbeck. Hopefully I didn't spoil too much of it for you. It kind of went further than I was hoping to. Yeah. Peace out. I love you guys and keep reading. Bye.